7 killed as gunmen attack Wase Market in Plateau. Senior Staff Association of Nigeria Universities and Non-Academic Staff Union declares 7 days warning strike. FCT resident Gurn as security block roads leading to Airport Road. Lastly, on the international scene, Success Masra declares candidacy for Chad's presidency. Hello and welcome to Trust TV News Updates. I am Martia Umar. Thank you for joining. Now the news in detail. No fewer than 7 people were shot dead while several others injured on Sunday in Zorak community of Wase local government area of Plateau State. The incident, according to some residents of the community, occurred on a market day when residents of the community were busy with buying and selling. Abdullah Husseini, a youth leader in the area who confirmed the incident, said the gunmen arrived at the market around 2 p.m. and suddenly opened fire at people transacting businesses, killing 7 people instantly, while many others were injured. He said the gunmen fled to the bush after the attack, adding that police personnel have been deployed to the area to restore law and order. The State Police Command is yet to respond to inquiries about the attack. But joining us live at this time, we have Trust TV's reporter from Plateau, Adamawa, to give us an update on the happenings in the killings at Wase Market. Thank you so much for joining, Adamawa.
Thank you for having me.
So please give us an understanding of the scale of the attack and its impact on the state of affairs at the moment.
Well, according to some of the residents of the area who confirmed to me the attack, they say even though normalcy has been restored in the affected community after the deployment of security personnel, particularly the police personnel, there is still fear in the people because this thing happened just yesterday and people were not expecting it. So apart from those who are still mourning over the loss of those who have lost their lives, there is still fear in the people. A lot of traditional and religious leaders have been calling on people to remain calm and then assure them that they will do everything to inform other relevant authorities to at least come to their aid. So this is the situation we have in Zorak community at the moment.
Okay, so Plateau has been in the news for a lot of very career attacks in recent times. What are the security measures in place unable to curtail the excessive violence in the state?
Just like you have just said, we have a lot of criminal activities in Plateau State. If you could recall, we have a problem in the Mangu, Bokos, and Baritilaji local government area. So what happened in Bokos is something that the residents of the area did not expect because they have been in peace for over a year now. Even though in 2021, 2022, the place had suffered a kind of banditry and kidnapping activities. But after a year later, they were surprised to experience this kind of attack at the moment. So most of the security personnel, according to some of the residents of the area, particularly the soldiers who were there before the recent attack, have already been redeployed to other places. So that is why they were very surprised, even though they were not expecting that such attacks would come, simply because they believe that an attack of this nature will not come again. So it's something that, for the security, I know they are doing their best. When they go to at least tackle a security problem in one community, tomorrow you hear that another community, there is problem in another community again. So I believe that this is just the problem, but maybe a moment later they will be able to do something in order to restore and order, particularly in Wase local government area.
Okay, so are you saying that the redeployment of some of this key security personnel is fueling the crisis? Because I understand that in Basa local government, they have refused the redeployment of one of their key commanders around there who is a security personnel. What's the situation?
Yeah, well, the rejection of the deployment of this commander is in just no local government area, which is different from Wasi. And you know, Wasi is a bit far from just no local government area. So in Wasi, the fact that they have security personnel, just like I have said it earlier, because of the experience of peace and normalcy in the area, that is why most of the security personnel in that community had been redeployed to other areas to at least restore law and order, probably to some of the affected areas like Mangu, Wati, and Barikiladi. So that is why the security, according to some of the residents, according to some of the residents of the area, now use that opportunity because there have been absence of soldiers in that community, and that is why the bandits again now went back to see if they can achieve what they had intended to achieve.
Okay, so from your previous reports, you've talked about how residents are calling for community policing. What more can you tell us about their agitations?
You mean the resident of Jos?
Yes.
Yeah, you know, we have different opinions. Some people are agitating for the state police, while some are saying no for their own reasons. But all I know that government is also happy that if maybe at the end of the day they'll be able to agree together that yes, the issue of state police should also be considered. But a lot of people, particularly in the rural areas, are also agitating for the state police. The fact that some people have different opinions, that doesn't mean that generally people are not happy or don't want the issue of state police. So the issue of state police, I believe that a lot of people are happy with it, and they'll be happy if at the end of the day, government agree to at least come with the issue.
Okay, so Adamawa, I know you're on top of the situation. We'll connect with you again to know what the updates that are pouring in are like. But thank you very much for this update on the matter at the moment. We'll connect with you again.
Thank you very much for having me.
Moving on now, the Adamawa State Police Command says it has arrested 2 suspected kidnappers who were on the wanted list of the command. The arrest, which was made on Sunday, March 10, was made possible with the help of local hunters. The suspects were identified as Ahmed Muhammad, a 37-year-old resident of Song local government area, and Muhammad Haruna, a 25-year-old resident of Jambutu, Yola North local government area. And according to a statement by the command's PRO, SP Suleiman Yahya Ngoroje, the suspects were allegedly involved in the kidnapping of Saddam Ahmadu and Belal in Mahia local government area and Buba Adamu from Shani local government area, Borno State. Ngoroje noted that they collected a total ransom of 4,700,000 from the victims' relatives. He added that an AK-47 assault rifle with 26 rounds of live ammunition was recovered from the suspects. And still on security matters, operators of the Ogun State Police Command have apprehended 3 suspects identified as Monsuru Musa, Adija Monsuru, and Shehu Deko for the attempted murder of a commercial motorcycle rider identified as Tijani in the Afonta area of Abeokuta, Ogun State capital. The incident, which occurred last week Monday, according to a police source, left the commercial motorcyclist with the severe injuries on the crown of his head, neck and lower lip. It was learned that a trouble started when Monsuru stopped Tijani and asked him to take her to the Shoye area from Lafenwa in Abeokuta. However, upon reaching an isolated area just before the Shoye community, Monsuru then asked Tijani to stop the motorcycle and allow her to call her friend who would be traveling the same route. Immediately after she placed the call, it was learned that the 2 more suspects, Musa and Diko, came to the site and joined Monsuru on the motorcycle. According to a police source, Musa and Diko tried to strangle Tijani by wrapping a rope around his neck and tightening it firmly. The police source also said other motorcyclists, neighbors, and some officers stormed the scene and caught the three perpetrators before they could escape through a nearby thicket. When contacted on Sunday, State Police Public Relations Officer Odutola Omolola confirmed the incident, stating that the accused were part of a known syndicate and had planned to steal the motorcycle before being captured. The Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, SANU, and the Non-Academic Staff Union have declared a 7-day warning strike before beginning March 18, 2024 to demand the payment of 4 months of their members' withheld salaries after the 2022 nationwide strike. The decision was part of the resolution of the Joint Action Committee of the two unions after a meeting which held in Akure over the weekend. According to SANU President Muhammad Ibrahim, who read the communique of the meeting to journalists in Abuja on Monday, the decision to embark on the warning strike was taken as a last resort, since several protest letters and other communications with the federal government did not result in the payment of the withheld salaries. According to statement, if nothing is done by the federal government to positively address the situation in response to previous letters, the members of the two unions may be forced to meet soon to take all lawful and stringent decisions on the matter. Meanwhile, health professionals under the aegis of Nigerian Union of Allied Health Professionals working in faculties owned by Oyo State government on Monday suspended their ongoing 7-day warning strike. While directing all members to resume work, the union gave the government another 21 days to start responding to all her demands, after which it would no longer guarantee industrial harmony in the health sector in the state-owned health facilities. The workers, including laboratory scientists, physiotherapists, dental technologists, dental therapists, medical social workers, radiographers, nutritionists, and dietitians, and health records and information managers across all general, specialist, and teaching hospitals in the state in the last 1 week withdrew their service due to the strike action. Olaiwaju Ajani, in a statement on Monday, said the union at various meetings received assurances of the management of the State Ministry of Health and State Health Management Board that the cases and demands were being handled by the government. And back to the state, the Federal Capital Territory, where residents of Abuja on Monday lamented the stress they faced while going to their offices following the blockage of access roads to Airport Road. The blockage was due to President Bola Tinubu's overseas trip. And while the president was said to be on his way to Minna, the Niger State capital, residents of the FCT were left to bear the brunt of the president's road usage as security personnel blocked all access roads to Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. The blockade led to a traffic gridlock of spanning more than 30 kilometers as civil servants and citizens going to their places of work around 9 a.m. got stranded. The situation was worsened by scorching sun that led to breakdown of cars due to overheating and running out of fuel. Meanwhile, the Lagos State government has embarked on the demolition of structures and shanties built around Jakande Estate and Mayogun Lekki. And the State Commission of Works and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, disclosed this on Monday in Lagos. He stated that the enforcement is geared towards reclaiming the coastal road alignment for Lagos-Calabar Highway project of the federal government and the urban regeneration of the area. As Nigerians join the rest of the world to commemorate the 2024 Commonwealth Day, the Minister of Education has emphasized the importance of collective effort for a brighter future in the education sector. Habiba Tajai has more in this report.
Every year on the second Monday of March, 56 countries across the world come together to celebrate the Commonwealth Day. This organization serves as a political association comprising 56 member states with a shared history as former colonies of the British Empire. Minister Tahir Maman highlights the challenges faced in the education sector that Commonwealth members have to collectively address.
In the education sector, we must commit ourselves to the ideals of the Commonwealth, which is unity, diversity, and shared prosperity. Together, we have the power to shape a future where every citizen has the opportunity to thrive and contribute to our Commonwealth.
Nigerians says they recognize the relevance of the Commonwealth to the country's development.
Commonwealth has brought prosperity, democratic values, and peace to an extent to Nigeria.
Of course, Commonwealth is also one of its value is to entrench democracy among member countries. So it does everything possible to ensure that democracy is stable in all its member countries.
As the nation reflects on the challenges and opportunities ahead as members of the Commonwealth, member states are counting on their strength in their partnership in order to flourish. Habibat Ajayi, Trust TV News, Abuja.
Still watching Trust TV News updates coming up shortly. We'll take a look at addressing food security in Nigeria. Details of that story and more after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back and thank you for staying. Now a major look at some of our top stories again. We told you earlier that 7 has been killed as gunmen attack Wase Market in Plateau. And a senior staff association of Nigerian universities and the non-academic staff union declares 7 days warning strike. Moving on to more stories, the Oyo State government on Monday banned the use of styrofoam for food services, storage and other related purposes. The State House of Assembly had on Thursday, February 8, 2024, urged the state government to ban the use of styrofoam for food purposes in the state. It therefore inaugurated the Food Safety Compliance Enforcement Task Force to oversee the enforcement of food safety rules and regulations in the state. The State Commissioner for Health, Oluwasemi Ajetumobi, who announced this during the Food Safety Stakeholders Forum and the inauguration of the task force in Ibadan, said the decision was part of the government's effort to uphold food safety standards in the state. The commissioner explained that the task force would be sensitizing the actors along the food chain on the importance attached to the implementation of food safety standards by the government. The task force comprises members from the State Food Safety Management Committee, the Nigerian Police Force, the Association of Table Water Producers, the Association of Canteen Workers, and a host of others. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led federal government has directed the Nigerian Customs Service to ensure ease of doing business along land borders across the country with a view to addressing the current food crisis. This was announced by the Controller General of the Nigerian Customs Service, Adewale Adeniyi, during his visit to Kongolum border community in Katsina State. Abdullahi Yamadi tells us more.
Addressing concerns over food insecurity facing many Nigerians, Adeniyi said the federal government has, among other measures, directed the service to release food items and other seized commodities across the borders to the people. The customs boss also asked business communities in Katsina and other northwestern states to take advantage of this opener in addressing hunger and hike in the prices of food as well as other essential commodities facing the nation. However, seeks the cooperation of residents, business community and other security agencies in Katsina to enable the good intentions of the government work effectively and efficiently.
I've given them very firm assurance that if they continue to remain peaceful this way, if they see themselves as agents of peace, of economic development and security, we will very soon kickstart the process that will lead to the reopening of those borders that are closed.
With this, the Controller General also directed the removal of all customs checkpoints along various roads leading to and from border communities to achieve the desired objective, assuring that men and officers of the service will continue to diligently man border posts. Traders and other stakeholders expressed appreciation for the new development, assuring commitments in working closely with the service and other security agencies in fine-tuning businesses across the region.
Because we are Nigerians, if we are to say that we are bona fide citizens and we have duty to cooperate with them to ensure law and order, then we should not cooperate with anybody that is smuggling. But we believe that those people were not smuggling anything. And what they were moving with were local commodities.
We really very much want these borders to open. It's going to provide so many jobs and there will be a lot of business to us. Not just only that, we want the Nigerian government to approve imports through the inland borders.
Adeni also paid a visit to the former Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari and the Emir of Daura Farooq Umar, where he briefed them about the new policy aimed at rejuvenating the nation's economy. Border communities in Katsina State have suffered serious setback as foods and other essential commodities were restricted from reaching them over the last 8.5 years, a situation that caused a lot of economic dislocations. Observers are saying the long-awaited commitment is coming too little too late, as uncontrolled inflation and continuous devaluation of the naira may hinder government's intention of achieving the purpose it was meant for. Abdullahi Izma Yamadi, Trust Television News, Katsina.
And away from Nigeria, Chadian Prime Minister's success Masra on Sunday made an unexpected appearance at a gathering of his party, Les Transformateurs, announcing his acceptance of party's nomination for the upcoming presidential election and solidifying his candidacy in the eyes of many. The decision comes after weeks of speculation surrounding Masra's intentions following the announcement of the current transitional president's candidacy. Masra's presence at the gathering following his recent participation in the CEAC meeting in Malabo, Equatorial Guinea, signifies a significant moment in Chad's political landscape. At the event, Masra delivered a passionate speech expressing his commitment to serving the Chadian people and steering the country towards a brighter future. He spoke of being inspired by the patriotic spirit of the people and emphasized his determination to lead Chad to new heights. Masra's announcement was met with enthusiasm and support from party members, many of whom have been steadfast in their dedication since the inception of Les Transformateurs, and they expressed readiness to embark on campaign efforts and work tirelessly towards achieving their goal of attaining the presidency. In sport, the Flying Eagles of Nigeria will look to record their first win in the men's football event at the 13th African Games, where they take on South Sudan today. Ladan Boso's side stated their campaign on a poor note and going down to a 2-1 defeat against the Hippos of Uganda. South Sudan lost their first Group B game 1-0 against Senegal. Nigeria and South Sudan will be meeting for the first time at any level. The Flying Eagles must beat their opponent to stand any chance of making it to the semi-finals. The encounter slated for the Accra Sports Stadium will kick off at 9 p.m. Nigerian time Monday. Uganda and Senegal will also clash in the other Group B game. And that brings us to the end of the news at this hour. For more, don't forget to follow our live stream on YouTube. Always remember to invest in women to celebrate progress. My name is Martia Umar. Thank you for watching.